Hey everyone, what's the haps? Hope all is well. I'm Velocity NZ, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be going through the basic mechanics of combos in Tekken 8. This is really just a guide to familiarize you with the new combo system. I just bought my brother a copy of Tekken 8 and he didn't understand the new combo system, which is pretty complex. So he requested that I make a video about it. So let's get into it. Let's go!
So I just wanted to say this video took a long time to make and a long time to edit, and Super Akuma says it better than I do. Also, mine isn't as concise, and I'm sorry if I get any of the details wrong or the facts wrong, or if any of the newest patches make things different. So that's my little disclaimer. Yeah, just covering the basics for beginners. I'll go through the commands of the controls for Tekken just to have the basics sorted. So each button corresponds to a limb. So square on the PlayStation, and I think it's A on an Xbox, is left punch. Hang on. So each limb corresponds with a different button. On PlayStation, square is left punch, triangle is right punch, X is left kick, and O is right kick. I think Xbox A is left punch, B is right punch, X is left kick, and Y is right kick. But I'm not sure if I've got that right. I think the controls will be the same on a PC. They'll either be the same as an Xbox controller or a PlayStation sort of controller. Also, when we're dealing with Tekken, the universal names for the different hits are 1, left punch, 2, right punch, 3, left kick, 4, right kick. And then you have combinations, left punch and right punch together, sometimes two things. Like Heihachi's Demon Breath. Both of the lefts, left punch and left kick is a throw. And both of the rights, left, right, and left, both of the rights, right punch and right kick to a throw. You hold, with the directions, you hold forward to walk forward, hold back to walk back or block, hold down back to block low, and hold up in any direction to jump. You won't really be jumping a lot in this game, depending on who your character is. Is there anything else I need to say? You can assign different hits to different buttons. Yeah, I think you can only customize your button layout. Directions, you hold forward to walk forward, hold back to walk back or block, hold down back to block low. But yeah, so you can customize your own button layout if you wanted to. 2 and 3 do a heat burst, and then 2 and 3 again do a heat smash. And down forward 1+2, if you're in rage, if you're low on health and your health bar is like on fire red, like my one is, down forward 1+2 is your rage out. And I'm pretty sure it's universal, the command. There's a lot of complex moves in the game, but I think one fundamental one with Mishimas, like Heihachi here, is the crouch dash. So the input is forward, neutral, down, down forward. Put all in one go. So forward, neutral, down, down forward. And it should make a move like this. And from there, from the crouch dash, if you're good enough, I'm not really that good, you can do a continuous wave dash. I'm still getting used to this stick. But yeah, from there you have access to like God Fists, Thunder God Fist, House Stick. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. That covers the basics, I think. Okay, so bear with me. My controller here, the D-pad down button stopped working, so hopefully I can repair that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have to use this arcade stick, and I haven't used an arcade stick in forever, and I have never really familiarized myself properly with an arcade stick. But yeah, let's just get into it. So. So in Tekken, there are different kinds of combos. So you have like combos like that, which aren't true combos because after the first hit, they can block at least the kick at the end. But you have some combos that are called natural combos, which means if the first hit connects, the whole combo will connect. So this is a natural combo. Hang on, sorry. That's a natural combo. The main way to combo in Tekken is just called juggling, which is usually just referred to as combos. So in previous Tekkens there were different mechanics. Up until Tekken 6, all you could do is launch the opponent and hit them as many times as you could. While being comboed, the opponent slips further and further away and closer to the ground. It should be noted that while hitting the opponent while defenseless like this, to be fair, the damage you take off gets scaled and reduced, and sequentially you take off more and more damage. So the first hit, the launcher, is 100%. You can see that in the damage section for Jin. It says 100%. The first hit of the combo after the launcher is 70%. After that it's 50, then 40, then 30, and it stays at 30. In Tekken 6, a new combo mechanic Bound was introduced, where you could knock your opponent into the ground, which extended combos. In Tekken Tag Tournament 1, you could combo your opponent while tagging out, where certain launches had built-in tag follow-ups. But in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, you could bound your opponent before tagging out, which led to all sorts of huge combos. In Tekken 7, they removed the bound and introduced the screw mechanic, where certain moves would screw the opponent away, allowing for more time to do things in the combo than the previous bound allowed for. As with the screw animation, the opponent was vulnerable in the air for a longer amount of time. In Tekken 8, the current version of the game, they kind of combined the bound and screw together, but I'll get into the differences. In Tekken 8, there's the heat system, which is that blue bar which is underneath the yellow health bar. Heat is basically a brief period where your meter slowly runs out. As you can see, it's running out. Some characters gain access to some moves and properties only available in Heat. Like Jin has his Omen sort of stuff. Where he kind of does like legacy Mishima moves. But all of these characters have certain moves that put you into Heat. These are known as Heat engages, like Jin's 1+2 for example. And all of those moves can be used to get you out of Heat, and they're then referred to as Heat dashes, as they automatically have a dash animation after they've been executed. Some Heat moves hit the opponents up, which does a kind of kickflip looking thing, and some people refer to that as a Spinoni. And some heat moves dash forward, and it's kind of like Akuma's FADC in Street Fighter. I think it stands for focus attack dash cancel. Yeah, it's just like that whole power up charge it in sort of thing. Looks super cool in combos. In Heat, every character has a unique mechanic known as Heat Smash. This is usually a flashy string of moves that usually takes off a decent amount of damage. That's Jin's Heat Smash. The other way to get into Heat other than Heat engages is Heat Burst, which is this animation. Now in combos, the Heat Burst is a lot like Tekken 6's Bound. You can use it in combos exactly the same way that you could use Bound. However, since it puts you into Heat, it allows for further use of Heat Dashes or Heat Smashes in your combo. So, Burst, Dash, shitty little combo, or Burst, Smash. As for the Tekken 7 screw mechanic, it's been replaced with the tornado mechanic, which is this. This allows for more time for follow-ups. Constructing a combo. So the basics of constructing a combo are as follows. You'll want to launch the opponent. This can be with a generic launcher, usually some kind of down forward 2 uppercut. Jin doesn't have that. His down forward 2 is a special kind of down forward 2. But a lot of characters launch them with a normal uppercut with down forward 2. There's the hop kick. Some characters have orbital heal. Some characters like Jin have a while standing move, like while standing 2. While standing moves in Tekken are kind of unique to the game as far as I know. So in general you hold back to block, and this, or neutrally you can kind of block as well. High hits are gonna hit you, mid hits are gonna hit you, and you can block them. But if you want to block a low, you've got to duck. And from duck, if you block something low, you can punish it with a while standing attack. So like, let's say I duck a really big sweep from Kazuya, I can punish it with an uppercut while I'm standing up. And Jin's got different moves he can do while standing. He's also got this move. And he's even got a big string that he can use as a punisher. So the first hit of the string is 13 startup frames. That means that if the opponent has done a move that recovers in 13 frames or more, I can do this string to them. And that's a natural combo, so the whole thing will connect. Yeah, so while crouching, there's a lot of generic sort of moves. Jin has a special move which is hold down forward and 4, and that does a sweep. But going from standing to crouching isn't so much a thing in Tekken. It kind of exists. With Jin, he's got Scourge, which can leave him crouching to do crouching moves, to do that move, or any of his while standing stuff. So yeah, you can kind of go while crouching as well, but it's not really a thing in Tekken. It's usually just for punishing when you block a big low, your while standing move really counts. But back to launches. Launches come in a lot of forms. The Mishimas have an Electric Wind God Fist, which is kind of like a rising uppercut. Jin has a variation of that, which is the Electric Wind Hope Fist, which I'll see if I can do it. Yeah, there it is. But Electric Wind God Fist and Electric Wind Hope Fist require pretty awkward and high execution to perform them. The input is forward, neutral, down, down, forward, then 2. But Godfist are arguably the best launcher in the game because they come out super fast. It's safe as far as I know. It pushes them back. It's a high, it's not a mid though. And it can be stepped to one side, I think. But you can kind of like do a bunch of them in a combo and it takes off big chunks of damage. It can be used as combo ender, combo filler, combo launcher, and it's one of the most iconic moves in Tekken. So yeah, all that execution is rewarded by having a really strong move if the player is skilled enough. Some more commands for launches. Lars has a forward back 2-1. Farang has a back 3. There are high launches like Lee's down, down, back 4. Some characters have launches out of stances like Zafina. They come in all sorts of commands, which is why it's useful to familiarize yourself with the character's movesets and command list. Also, another type of launcher is the crumple stun. Although Tekken 8 has gotten rid of a lot of the counter hit launches, some still remain. Steve's back 1 is a quintessential example of a counter hit launcher, which is basically a crumple stun. Once the crumple stun is executed, you want to follow up with the next part of the combo. Another launcher type is the low launcher. The quintessential example of that is Brian Fury's Snake Edge. Feng has a sidestep 4 where you can follow up after that. For Jin, he has Scourge. And some heat engages can be used as launchers. The second part of your combo, you want a filler. This is usually a string of hits you can use to keep your opponent in the air while draining their life bar. So as I said before, there's a scaling system in Tekken. So you kind of want to have your bigger moves at the start of your combo so they scale less and do more damage. Also, you want to do your bigger moves before you do a heat burst, because heat burst will scale even more aggressively. So the launcher I like with Jin is while standing 2, and I guess a filler would be, just a basic filler would be electric, what I was talking about before, if I can get the execution, especially on the stick. Not an electric, but it's still good. So the next part of your combo is your tornado. In the command list, oh, I can't see where the command list is. Oh, there it is. So that icon with the spiral means it's a tornado attack in the command list. So if I was constructing the combo, I guess I'd go launcher, filler, tornado. And if you haven't used your heat yet, I forgot to say that heat can only be activated once per round. So if you haven't used your heat yet, you can use heat burst in the combo. So and like I mentioned previously, heat burst can lead to heat dash and heat smash opportunities. You can also combo tornadoes with heat mechanics. Heat burst can also extend combos further than they would allow for usually, due to running out of combo hits. The rule is that heat burst sets the combo counter back 3 hits. It won't set them back as far in the combo after they do the heat dash, but there's more aggressive scaling with the heat dash during mid combo. So the heat burst scaling is, the heat burst is at 70%, then it goes down to 49%, 35%, 28%, 21%, and stays at 21%. Also, after a tornado, it's still possible to get fillers in. I'll try and do that. That was a pretty shitty one because all I did was a jab, but just proves the point that you can do fellows after the tornado. Yeah, I can't do much more than that at the moment. So some characters have what my online fighting game community in New Zealand calls the Spinoni. I don't know if that's an international term, but it's like when the opponent like spins hard out. Jin has that effect when he goes into power stance and heat. And they do like the Spinoni there. He can also do it from this move, from this heat dash. Does the Spinoni. So that's a state that does like a big skateboarding kickflip and extends the combo. Nope. Ah! Ah! So, settle. The last part of your combo will usually be a combo ender. This is usually a damaging move. Often these moves are used for this kind of combo ender situation. They often have properties that blast, flip, or spin the opponent away. Another aspect of combos which can be mentioned is combo roots. If your opponent has nothing behind them, it may be most useful to just do the most damaging combo. If you're trying to push them to a wall but are far away from one, it may be useful to do a combo that blasts them backwards. If you're near the wall, you'll probably want to send them up and into the wall into a wall splat, allowing for further combo potential. If there are environmental properties in the stage, you can do things like spike them into an exploding bomb or exploding lava, or smash them through the floor of the stage. There are also breakable balconies and walls that can extend combos. So some of the stage hazards are wall blast, which blasts you back. Wall bound, which blasts the opponent over you. Floor break, hard floor break, wall break, hard wall break, and floor blast. There are certain moves that break walls. Some walls require one of these to break them, and some walls require two of these to break them. And with the floor breaks, sometimes it requires two slams on the ground to break the floor. Another strategy you can employ is Okizeme or Oki or Wake Up Game. With Oki, you prematurely finish your combo setting you up with something that recovers your character quickly, or often spikes the opponent into the ground, which usually isn't the most damaging combo. However, Orki leaves your opponent grounded, while you have time to set up a wake-up attack on them, depending on what they do. This often leads to a kind of mix-up game between you and your opponent. Your opponent usually has a handful of moves at their disposal. Some are character specific, like Jack and Kuma and Panda have like wake-up moves where they slam overhead. I think Kuma has a dive sort of thing that he can do on his face. But in general, they can get up using a low kick or a mid kick, which you either have to block low or block mid or high. Oh, I forgot what I was doing. So actually I can't show it because my camera's in the way. But here it says wall bound, wall blast, balcony break. These are the properties of the stages I was talking about before. Stage hazards. Floor break, hard floor break. Wall blast, hard wall break, wall bound, balcony break, wall break, wall bound, floor break, balcony break, floor blast, wall break, hard wall break. And yeah, obviously a lot of these are combinations of different aspects of the stages. So yeah, with the get up kicks being low and being mid, in Tekken 7 the low get up kick used to be a launcher, and you could follow up with a combo, and it was kind of crazy just because it doesn't seem like an optimal combo starting position to be in. This brings me to the fundamentals of Tekken's kind of system. So you have low, you have mid. So in Tekken, highs hit them high, mids hit them in the mid section, lows hit them lower in the body. If you hold back, you can block highs and mids. If you duck, you can duck highs, and you can, so yeah, if he's ducking, my highs go over him, but my mids hit him. But also if he's ducking, hang on, that's not right. But yeah, if he's ducking, he blocks my lows, and some lows will even stagger. And if you stagger a low, that's what I was talking about before with while standing moves. You can punish it with a launcher or some type of while standing move, depending on how many frames of startup you have. I think this is Jin's fastest punish, while standing punish, which is 11 frames, and then he can do that 2-hit combo for 28 damage. But also, because this is a 3D fighting game, the other thing you can do is sidestep. So in order to combat the sidestep, there are homing moves which have a green trail that they leave behind, like that. That's a homing move. And the catch for a lot of homing moves is that they have a weakness. So this homing move is a high, which if he ducks that, he can whiff punish for the launcher. Another homing move Jin has is while standing 3, which it comes out in 16 frames. So it's mid, but it's a little bit slow. And it's not the most damaging move. It's not a bad move. And then if your opponent is blocking everything and sidestepping, command throws, like any of Jin's command throws, like that, or that, these are linear now, I think. Whereas standard throws, 1+3 or 2+4, have the homing effect. They leave the green trail, which means they can't be sidestepped. So you have certain options, and if your character's blocking everything and maybe sidestepping occasionally, you might want to mix in a throw to try to catch them. And I think there's a new system where if the throw is a counter hit, the window for breaking the throw is a lot smaller. In general, if your throw animation is this, it can be broken with a 1 with the left hand reaching forward. If the throw is the right hand reaching forward, it can be broken with a 2. And if it's both hands, like that, it's a 1 plus 2 break. Yeah, both hands. This is a 2 break. That's a 1 break. So yeah. Also, when you're talking about Oki, the opponent has several different positions that they'll generally be in. They can be face up, feet towards, face up, feet, face down, feet towards. How do I do this? Damn, that didn't work. But yeah, they can also be face up, feet away, and face down, feet away. And there are different animations for the get up kicks and all of these. But the most common position you'll be in is face up, feet towards. And in this position, there's also the kip up move. You can also roll sideways by holding down and square or just pushing square. And if you hold down, you stay lying down. And you can roll forwards. You can slide backwards. Or you can just stand up neutrally. So there are a lot of options you have when you're performing Oki. So you can mix them up with a strong mid or a strong low. So an old Oki technique Jin used to have is back 2-1 and then I guess you could call that Oki maybe. There are some grounded moves you can do while they're doing Oki. And that's a guaranteed hit on the ground. And some characters even have ground throws they can do, which inflict a lot of damage. At the wall, there are 2 types of wall splats. There's a direct wall splat where if you get hit into the wall, you fall forward. And then there's a wall carry where it's like a combo and you get hit into the wall and then you slide down the wall. This is a wall splat. Fall forward. This is a wall carry. That's a wall carry. So that's what happens after combos, but you can also hit them with a launcher at the wall. And it counts as a high splat. And you get an extra hit on them before they slide down to eye level with your character. And at that point you get a 3-hit combo. I think the last hit of this Savage Sword combo, I think it's grounded. No, it's not. Okay, so that's grounded. And that's grounded. So in theory, I can go 1, 1, 2. Yeah. So you get 3 hits, and one of those hits can be a grounded hit. And if it's a grounded hit at the end of the combo, it scales better because it's 50% damage than it usually is. Whereas on the wall, it's not as much. Yeah, 32%. There are some character-specific characters who can do different things at the wall. Steve has like really fast punches into an uppercut, and they connect because the punches are so fast. You can also do your tornado at the wall, which does even more damage. So here I wall splat, tornado. Do chunks of damage. And sometimes there'll be situations where do you want to do your tornado at the wall, or use your tornado to extend the combo to get you to the wall, or will you save it to get more damage on the wall? Also, any stage hazard wall hits are stored, so it remembers how many hits you got on the wall. If you do any wall-to-wall combos, I can't do them. Well, I can't do them yet anyway. But yeah, the wall remembers how many hits you hit before you went onto another wall. And it's only 3 normal hits before your character slides to the ground. You can break a hard wall, so you can break a hard wall with 2 hits in the same combo. Yeah, so that was in the same combo and it broke the wall. But yeah, that's a hard wall, so the first time you hit it, it gets damaged, and the second time it breaks. Also, all heat smashes break the wall. So all heat smashes were supposed to break the wall, but I guess Jin's might be different, unless they changed it in one of the patches. Also, Heihachi has so I don't think a balcony counts as a wall. But Heihachi's got 2 heat smashes, so this one supposedly breaks through any wall with one go. And this heat smash breaks through a floor in one go. But I don't know if this was a double wall or a double floor. I'll try the double ones. So this is his wall break heat smash. Yep, broke it. You know, it's surprising, but arcade stick kind of easier to do Godfists on sometimes. But do his other heat smash. Yeah, so I guess Heihachi's one works. Also, the stage hazards remember every hit that you do in a combo. So I guess it's the combo counter, like making sure you don't go over a fair amount of hits. Doesn't reset once you go through a stage hazard sort of thing. So apparently heat dash mid combo is better for wall carry. So what would that look like? I don't know. So the heat dash mid combo only guarantees a follow-up grounded move. Like that. Kazuya stayed on the floor, he's not being juggled anymore, it's like a slide on the floor sort of thing, on the ground. Kazuya can pick them up with his punch into the ground and a blast comes out of the ground. I think he either he used to or he still can. Yeah, so what will his even be? Yeah, so that's supposedly Kazuya's one. And apparently you can get wall combo follow-ups with that. So if you hit a low wall splat, Tornado can give you a high wall splat. Yeah, and like I said, you have the ability to hit them once before they get down to eye level. There. And then they have 3 hits that they can have. So I don't know if that's guaranteed, but that's the gist of it. Like, get that one hit, and then with Kazuya, this is kind of like a wall combo / super damaging string. Also, some characters have wall throws, like Dragunov, Lily, and King. Another type of combo that's mentioned in esports particularly is the conversion. It basically means hitting your opponent with an unconventional move that ends up being formulated into a conventional combo, converting it deliberately, in the combo sense at least anyway. Often it's like when you jab someone out of the air when they're doing an aerial move, and then you convert that move into a combo that does significant damage. So apparently when you've got them back turned at the wall, you want to hit them into the wall and then step into the wall and try to get a combo off of it. I'll see if I can convert it. Ah, missed it. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Then there's the side splat, which apparently is more awkward and harder to get hits in. And apparently if you do heat engages, it corrects the lineup of everything and it takes them to the wall, so... I'll try that again. I don't know. Just to add, I'm going to try to make some basic combos out of my formula, just to demonstrate and exemplify this. Launcher, filler, tornado, filler, ender. Launcher, filler, heat first, heat dash, ender. Launcher, filler, tornado, heat burst, heat smash. One thing I didn't mention is that you can also do rage arts in combos, ideally at the end of your combo because you can't connect anything after rage art as far as I know. So you could do something like this. So you have to be in rage first. Launcher, filler, tornado, heat burst, filler, rage art. So yeah, launcher, filler, tornado, ender. Yeah, so launcher, filler, tornado, ender. Running through. Launcher, filler, tornado, heat burst, heat dash, whatever. Launcher, filler, tornado, heat burst, heat dash. Launcher, filler, tornado, heat burst, rage art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash into a grounded hit. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Killer, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Rage Art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Smash, Heat Dash into a low move. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Smash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Killer, Rage Art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash into grounded hit. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Smash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Rage Art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Dash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Smash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Rage Art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash, low hit. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Smash. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Rage Art. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Ender. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash, down hit. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat. Launcher, Killer, Tornado, Heat Burst, Rage Art. activate heat. Launcher, Filler, Tornado, Spinoni, Ender.
If you'd like to know more about combos, there are some good in-game resources. You can learn the sample combos for each character in practice mode. Also, you can do the arcade quest, which teaches you the basics of how to play Tekken 8. There are also many online resources, with many combo guides for specific characters on YouTube. Also, just because I've laid out the formula of Launcher, Filler, Tornado, Heat Burst, Heat Dash / Heat Smash, Filler / Spinoni, Ender, or however you want to structure it, that doesn't mean to say that all combos follow the same formula. Many combos mix up the placement of fillers and things like that. Also, I have to give credit to Super Akuma, probably the best Tekken 7 Akuma player in the world. After I wrote my combo guide, I watched his and realized I had to amend heaps of what I had written. I'll try and link his channel in the description. If you want to support the channel, I have a Patreon. The link will be in the description below. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, and share. And go up to that subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more notifications. You're awesome. I love you. All good? I'll catch you.
KO!